Hi there, hope you're doing good. So here I am with an update of this Google Sheet automation in which we are creating the images certificate instead of PDF certificate. We have basically built this is the third automation, and we will be connecting the two automation. First one was the status program in which we were using an email subject and pulling the email attachment of this subject from last 24 hours and getting the data into and creating the CSV in this Google Drive folder. We will be using the same data to generate the CSV in this sheet on the data tab so that we can create the certificates accordingly. So that's the first source of the data. The second source of the data again back from this sheet, KSP, and that will be using the DD list in which we are fetching all the list of the images available in the Google shared drive, and we are pulling the image name and its ID to pull the image. This is the second source of data, and this is also coming in the data tab in these two columns. And the once these two data got updated, you will see the latest time at which the data was updated right here. All right, and the system is working on Honolulu -10 GMT -10. So your time zone, Hawaii time zone. You know, to see the SQs from the 2020, you have to select this. If you just want to see the 2023 SQs, you can always select this one. Right. So once you select the SQ, let me use in here. For example, if you select this SQ, you have three options of selecting the certificate type. First is fish image only. Second is koi, wholesale, only one fish, and wholesale mix. You know the drill, which one to use, which one to select, and the rest of the automation will be depending on whatever you will select in here. So the template will be selected accordingly through this, and the image size obviously, and the rest of the things. Again, once you select the name wholesale, if you will select only one fish, it won't ask you for any further inputs. But if you will select any of the wholesale, it will ask you for the name of the company, which you need to enter in this cell so that you can get started. Again, I have added the functionality. For example, if there is no size available, but you want to enter data manually, you have to come in here, click on this manual controls so that it will transfer data to the, let me do it. So if the script is run, if I'll enter 5 in here, now I can click this button to generate the certificate, which is this one. As you can see, the status is generated for all of these. So these will not be attempted, though those will be checked. But as the status is already generated, so only this one will get generated. So let me run this for you. Once the certificate generated, you can see the link of the file generated, the JPEG file certificate, which you can always click and open just like this. Similarly, once the data is available, you will always be able to see the image file so that you can see at a glance for which one you have selected. So as soon as you will change the SQ, you will see the change in image. Okay, now I have selected a different SQ and I want to generate the data, the certificate for this one. So what I have to do, I have to delete these two, or at least delete the status so that it will get generated again. So what I will do, I will click on it again and it will start generating this one. Meanwhile, let me show you this one. The other one which we just generated. You can see the 5-inch size in there. So this is the manual change we just made. All right. To get to the original data back, which we have just entered manually 5 in here, to get to the original data, you have to again click on this automatics again. You will see the data will get removed and 0 will be back in here. So if you want to make any changes in the source data, you can always select the SKU, copy it, jump on this data tab, find the SKU in column A, this is the first one. So this is it. So this is the cell size you want to change. You can always make a change in here. So whatever change you will make in here, let me enter a random one in here, and you will see the one is reflecting here as well. So let me change this back to 0, the original data. So this is how this will work. Now the second thing, automatic again. Oh, I think this is the same. This is not automatic again. Let me make the change. All right, so this is the new menu. So the next option is update the data from Zoho. In case if you want to force the data to update now on the data sheet, both the images and the CSV data from the email, you can always use this. Update Zoho and it will start generating. Once it's done, it will give you the timestamp in here. Again, the second control for the image data separately. If you want to update this data for Zoho separately manually, and like these are the two different controls which we are automatically doing at 8 a.m. If you want to do any of these manually, maybe one time or maybe multiple times, you can always do this manually. And lastly, the same option to watch the video demo and contact us. So once you are done with everything, you can always click on this click entry and it will delete all the data so that this will be ready for the next one. Because there are not so many entries, only 50 entries available. So you can always clear and then create, generate new certificate. Let me show you this one. This is the one which we just generated. All right, so that is it from my side. Please do let me know if you have any questions. If I have missed something, you can always discuss as well. To reach out to the certificate folder, you can always click on this and reach to the folder. And to reach to the individual certificate, you can always click these links and reach out. So once you are done with everything, you can always click on this clear entries and it will clear everything for you and ready for the new SKU. So that is it from my side. Looking forward for your review. Take care. Bye.